Welcome back from the break. Hope you got yourself a cuppa as you kick back and check out our guest presenter, Darren Scott, as we discover what international canoe sailing is all about.
Now the differences with these, they are actually canoes. They're 750mm wide at the widest point, generally 5.2 metres long. The thing that makes these unique is they have a sliding seat, also known as a plank in Australia, which just slides out and allows the skipper to hike when he's in a really stiff wind, and these guys really fly. You've got your tiller extension for steering. Because they're not as wide as normal boats, they're very hard to control, and you need to be a very unique breed of person to be able to control them. Very experienced sailors sail these. So we're going to catch a bit of the action. I'm down at McRae Yacht Club on the Mornington Peninsula for the 17th World Championships of the International Canoe class. They're fast, they're light, and they're a lot of fun. Now these things have a concave deck all the way through to the bow, which allows for any water that gets in to drain immediately. Not that a lot gets in anyway, because it's very good on trimming forward to aft. And the New York Canoe Challenge Cup is the second oldest sailing trophy in the world, right behind the America's Cup. So there's a bit of history in these things.
Sailing canoe as a class traces its history back to the late 19th century and the outdoors movement that was operating in England and the United States. Industrial, mercantile middle class was really working in the notion that it was leisure time. John McGregor and Warrington Baden-Powell, brother of the founder of the Boy Scouts, were the leading characters in England. The United States, Rushton and others, and the sport actually started as international competition or meet between English and American, late 19th century. The class really became international in the 1930s when the English and Americans wrote a new international rule for development of canoes under one set of rules. That's carried on more or less till the present day. More nations coming, some nations going, but the boats have more or less continuously developed since the 1930s under a rule that says the canoes are about 5.2 meters long, about a meter wide, and have 10 square meters.
Yeah, I got a shocking start. I got caught up with a couple other boats, one that really shouldn't have been where he was, and then I got forced to even worse place because of that. And then I was just trying to find lucky shift out by myself to make up some ground.
It's going okay. I was sort of up there amongst the fast boats yesterday, but made a few sailing errors and let them get away. But I think I'll have a chance later in the week. It looks wood, but there's a lot of carbon fibre on the inside.
It seemed like it was going okay. Mainly it was a matter of luck. It was really shifty and puffy, and I just happened to be in the right place a couple times. But the boat's going okay. I'm probably the only one that considers myself a front runner, but we'll see. You know, I just don't have any idea. I'm up there pretty isolated where I live and don't really get a chance to sail against other canoes, so this is my first good test. So I was out there sailing today trying to race, and there's dolphins swimming across my bow and looking up at me in the waters. This beautiful turquoise at my house. It's just about freezing and blowing hard, and days are short, so yeah, this is paradise.
As we leave paradise, stick around because after the break, it's more methanol-fueled madness out of Cabarita.